So this video will go ahead and explain how to set up partial service. So if you're in the home cleaning industry and let's say you want to um, exclude certain things from being cleaned, or if you're a moving service, you want to make it tailored and exclude certain areas of the home from being moved or something like that, you could go ahead and set this up using this video. Basically, that will go ahead and help you do that. So this is what I mean basically. So if you are a home cleaning, and this is an example for a home cleaning for the home cleaning industry, if you go ahead and mark this, or check mark this right here as a customer or as admin, now you could go ahead and exclude things, okay? And you could customize everything on here. So if you need to change the name of this or this, you could go ahead and do so. So you go ahead and check mark this, and then for everything that you select, it will decrease the price of the service and the length of the service to get an accurate estimate of how much it's going to cost and how long the service is going to take. So let's say we are doing a 3-bedroom home, which should increase the price over here first. Okay, so went from 119 to 139, and let's say I have a 4.5 bathroom home, so now jump to 229, and the length of the service is 5 hours and 15 minutes for one professional. Okay, and you could go ahead and this will go ahead and change. It will tell you how many professionals are coming at a later step, as if you're the admin, and if you're the customer, it will go ahead and tell you as soon as you pick the time, and then later at step 2, how many. It will ask you how many professionals do you want, and then it will go ahead and change that as well. For you. So it'll tell you later on how many professionals are coming, and if 2 are coming, it will decrease the length of the service by half. If 3, then it will go ahead and decrease it based on the amount of people that are coming there. Okay, so let's say it's 5 hours and 15 minutes now. If you go ahead and say, okay, I don't want 2 of the bedrooms cleaned, so now it will start decreasing the time and the price. So you select it once, we'll go ahead and cut it by 15 minutes and by $5. So if you go ahead and put 2, it decreased it some more. So let's say this customer is a basement and you don't want that basement clean. You can go ahead and click on that, and it will go ahead and decrease the time and the price of the service. So it can be very tailored to someone's needs. And this one you could go ahead and this could be removed also, since it's a basement and you don't want the one in there, it's not quantity based like the bedroom is. You can go ahead and remove that and mark it as no when you're setting it up later. I'll show you how to do that. And then that's basically how this functions. So now to set that up, you'll go under your industries, and this could only be done under form 1 and under form 4. So since we're using form 1, we'll go ahead and go there, and you'll go to pricing parameters under form 1, and you'll go to the section exclude parameters. So let's see how it would look like when we're inside the bedroom part. Okay, so it's very simple. You'll enter the bedroom, okay, and then if you want it to be called something else on your end and something else on the customer's end when they're viewing it, you go ahead and set that up by clicking this and entering the name right here. Description, this is only for you when you come back in here. Show explanation on icon form. What this means basically is that do you want something showing up next to it explaining what it means. So basically, if someone selected this, there would be a little icon next to it, and if they hover over it, it would explain what it does, just like over here. Okay, and you could go ahead and fill in what you would like it to say inside and put the explanation in here. Display, what this means is you could control where does this show up. So if you decide that this is only for admin only, and this variable only belongs to admin, then customer will not be able to select that option. So if you set, let's say you put this one to admin only, half bathroom or basement or kitchen, then only admin will be able to see this option and customer will not be able to select it. Okay, or you could check mark it for all, or only the front end of the customer when they are not signed in, or when they are signed in. There would be 2 different things, or you could do it for all 3: admin when they're signed, when the customer signed in, and when they're signed out. So this one would be signed out, the front end, and back end would be when they're signed in. And this is what I mean. So this, they're signed out, they still need to log in. And in this one, they are signed in and they're booking as an existing customer with an existing account. So that's the difference. Now frequencies, categories, variables, and locations. Where does this variable of exclude parameter belong to? Is it going to show up when any frequency is selected, any service category, any variable, okay, like bathroom, bathroom or bedroom, and is it for every single location that you cover, or is it only for a certain one? So you could customize it to almost everything. Okay, enable pop-up on selection. What this will mean is if it's selected, should there be a pop-up, as you saw when we clicked on entire basement, I believe, and then you put the message that you want to show up. So if you have any additional bedrooms, bathrooms, a kitchen or living room, please do not exclude those rooms if you already selected this option. Okay, so basically you could put whatever message you want showing up when you click that option. Okay, and then service area versus merchant location. That means one of them is if you're traveling to someone's location. The other one is if the customer is coming to you. So since this is a home cleaning, this one would not apply. You could basically fill in whatever here since it's not going to show up anyways because that option is going to be gone, which is this one right here. Let's actually reload that, so maybe we could go ahead and get that pop up. But basically it would be this: where is the appointment taking place? And it would ask the customer to fill in either your location or or their location, right? So here it is, and this one would be gone. You could adjust this whichever one you want to show up. So you would remove this one. So this one would be gone, and if that one was there, then basically this is where you fill it up and fill that out, okay? And you do not have to worry about it in this industry. For a different one, you might. Maybe for something like a barber where they travel to both locations, or they could travel to the customer could travel to them. You might want to fill both of them out, and you might want to charge maybe a little higher for going out to them versus them coming to you, or you might not. It's completely up to you. And this is where you go ahead and select it's quantity based or not, just like the basement example, which if you put it that it's not quantity based, this one will disappear. You won't be able to select anything, and it's just going to say entire basement since there's only one per home. And if it is quantity based, you want to maximize it. So does someone want to, do you want the customer or admin to go basically to infinity, or are you going to maximize it at some point? Select icon. So you saw the icons already. You go ahead and choose your own. And then where does this apply? If it's a reoccurring service, does it apply on every single booking, or it only applies to the first one? So if someone tells you, oh, I just want, I don't want you to clean the entire basement on just the first job, then this might work well for you. Or if nobody says that and you know that, then it just might apply to all of them. But most likely from our experience, it would only be applied to the first one. Okay, so there you have it. That is how you exclude the pricing parameter or that parameter for a certain industry. So you can go ahead and play around with this, and if you do have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.